Is it endangered or not? That's the question over the roundtail chub, a type of fish native to Arizona. The Tucson-based Center for Biological Diversity is suing the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for not protecting it. But the Arizona Game and Fish Department says there's no reason to worry. The species is doing just fine.
The roundtail chub is highly imperiled.
Bryce is the senior attorney for the Center for Biological Diversity. In August, the agency sued the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for not protecting the roundtail chub as an endangered species. Some threats to the native fish include non-native species of fish, climate change, dam construction, and development around streams.
They were at the point of a proposed listing. They've now withdrawn that listing because of this taxonomic uncertainty, with the roundtail chub being redefined to now include what was previously known as the headwater chub and the Gila chub.
In 2017, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service said new scientific information indicated 3 species were actually 1. Suddenly, the chub population increased enough that the roundtail chub was no longer threatened.
It's really hard to distinguish the species. They look very similar. It became increasingly complicated when we were finding new populations of chub to know which they were.
Julie Carter manages the statewide Native Aquatics program for the Arizona Game and Fish Department.
We try to protect existing populations, start new populations, and remove threats.
A hatchery in northern Arizona works to repopulate the state's streams with roundtail chub.
And we let them spawn naturally every year in this pond. We take out the young of the year in the wintertime once they're big enough to handle a pond harvest. And we take those fish out and stock them into Verde River, into either the main channel or into tributaries of the Verde River.
Depending on the year, hundreds up to tens of thousands of roundtail chub are sent into streams. The Game and Fish Department says there's no reason to worry about the population going extinct. Regardless, the Center for Biological Diversity wants action.
We just want Fish and Wildlife Service to go back and do another status review and then decide whether or not to issue a proposed rule in a time frame that would be around a year.
The U.S. Department of Justice, which represents the Fish and Wildlife Service, has until next Friday to file a response to the lawsuit. A spokesman for the service said they don't comment on ongoing litigation.